Okay, listen, I know we went to a very tough place in Anfield to go play and we weren't really that good. I think Liverpool were the better team and I think that's quite clear for everyone to say. With that bearing in mind, I'm not too upset with the draw. I would have loved to win the game. I would have loved to steal it at the death, but on the balance of play, we are lucky to walk away with a draw. We just weren't really good enough. Liverpool had the better of us for most of the game. We got away with some dodgy moments. Overall, we weren't really good. Now, I'm not saying we played bad per se because I think Liverpool were just really good. I think we put in a pretty good performance. We weren't great, and a great performance probably would have led us to win the game, but I wouldn't say that we played badly. Liverpool were really good, especially at the beginning of the second half. And towards the end of the first half, they were really, really good. We weathered the storm here and there, but boy, that was a gutsy performance and we are lucky to get a draw. So for the starting 11, it was the exact starting 11 that I predicted. And that's not because I am a mastermind, but that's just a simple fact of injuries. Again, I would have loved to see Tomiyasu play. I think that goal we conceded, which I'll talk about a little bit later, that wouldn't have happened if Tomiyasu was playing. But obviously, the starting 11 was the exact starting 11 we would have to go with. But with no injuries, you're probably looking at a little bit of a different back line at least. So now to start the game, I mean, surprise, surprise, Anfield was electric. The fans were singing at the top of their lungs. But we started off on a flyer. We were aggressive from the start. We pushed Liverpool back, and within 3 minutes, we already had 3 chances and a goal. Odegaard put in a beautiful, beautiful cross from a free kick, and Gabriel Magalhaes gets a beautiful, strong header on the ball, gives Alisson no chance, puts it in the back of the net. We lead 1-0. There was an offside check, but I'm pretty sure it's clear to everyone that that was onside. So it was a close one, but I'm pretty sure everyone can agree that it was an onside goal. And I celebrated that goal so hard, but then I realized, we're playing Liverpool at Anfield. Let me calm down. I don't want to get too excited, and thankfully I did calm down. Right off that goal, Liverpool took care of the ball, and I think they started putting us on the back foot. We were like searching for breath and for a little bit of air. On the ball, we were good. Just defensively, I kept worrying every time Salah had the ball. Trent was amazing. After we scored, we kind of just started sitting back, and Liverpool put it on us, which I suppose is what you expect when you go to Anfield and you score first. Liverpool are the comeback kings at Anfield. If you score first, it is a death sentence essentially. But we did score first and we started to hold on, but you could start seeing Liverpool breaking into the game, starting to test us defensively. We had some dodgy moments, but we withstood the pressure. But then out of the blue, Alexander-Arnold plays a beautiful pass from his own half to find Salah one-on-one with Zinchenko. And I mean, let's just be honest, Salah does really well to get inside on his left foot, but Zinchenko, you can't let Salah get past you so easily. I know it's easier said than done. Salah did very well to drive Zinchenko into the box, to force Zinchenko to not foul him, but I mean, maybe we should have doubled him up. It was a really difficult situation. I said this in the preview, and you don't have to be a football genius to have said it yourself. You can't have Zinchenko and Salah one-on-one. Salah is going to take him 9 times out of 10, and that's exactly what happens. Zinchenko doesn't show him to the byline. Zinchenko shows him to the inside, to Salah's stronger foot. Salah accepts the invitation, takes it onto his left foot, and smashes it into the back of the net to make it 1-1. Nothing Raya could have done. I think that was a really good shot from Salah. Just very unfortunate. Killed all the momentum. And right after that, Anfield was cracking again. It was electric. And we went back to being on the ropes, back against the wall, trying to hold out till the end of the half. I just think, especially in that first half, matter of fact, actually throughout the whole game, the chances we had, we were just not clinical. A lot like that Brighton game, we weren't clinical in the final third. We had to be, we just weren't. Liverpool were probably a little more clinical than us. But yeah, I just think throughout the whole game as a whole, we just weren't clinical enough. Now going on to the huge talking point, the Odegaard handball. Now if you watch it, at first glance, in real time, to me, it wasn't a handball. I just saw all the fans crying for a handball I didn't think was there. You then see the replay, and if we're being honest, it's a bad look on Odegaard. Yes, he's slipping, so I completely get some people saying it can't be a penalty because he slipped and that's the reason why his arm has extended to basically break his fall, which I get. But even as an Arsenal fan, I think one thing I have to admit to you guys, I have to admit it's a handball, and how VAR can look at that and not give a handball and a penalty to Liverpool, I have no idea. Now going into the second half, to start the second half, Liverpool were on fire. They were so aggressive. It was probably our worst 10 minutes of the game, that first 10 minutes of the second half. We were just absent. Liverpool had 20 chances to score. They weren't clinical either, but they had 20 chances to score. Countless amount of close possessions where they just couldn't find the final pass. One thing I want to say is Declan Rice saved us so many times throughout the game. If you remember that counter attack where Liverpool had damn near their whole team, 5 of them running at us, Declan Rice did very well to backtrack and put pressure on Alexander-Arnold's shot. But no, Liverpool were really cooking us, especially for a large portion of the middle part of the game. And Declan Rice, I think, was the only reason we didn't concede more. Him and probably Gabriel, I think those were the only reasons we didn't concede more. Saliba was good himself, but for me, Declan Rice and Gabriel stood out defensively. But as the second half wore on, we started to get a little more comfortable in the game, started to get our foothold back. Joe Gomez, by the way, side note, was tremendous today. He came off the bench and he thinks to yourself, yeah, Saka's gonna have fun here, Saka is gonna cook him. But Joe Gomez, oh my days, he was close to scoring. Defensively was superb. Joe Gomez for me probably in both teams is borderline my man of the match. But anyway, going back onto it, so we finally get hold of the ball again. We start doing a little bit better. Saka, to be fair, I think was doing really well, especially considering that he was triple team for most of the game. Martinelli on the other side, I think was very lackluster today. It just, I don't know, it just didn't look like Martinelli. He wasn't doing good. He wasn't taking his chances. He wasn't making Trent nervous. Konate pocketed him. I don't know, it didn't look like Martinelli. Jesus was working really hard. Again, Declan Rice was superb. Havertz was okay. Odegaard was pretty decent, mainly in the first half. And second half, he kind of tapered off. But essentially, the second half was just a pretty 50-50 half. I think Liverpool were maybe even the better team in the second half. The first half, for sure, Liverpool were the better team. But the second half, maybe a little more even, but Liverpool was still probably the better of the two teams. In the second half, Liverpool were just really wasteful. Honestly, to me, this game feels like a point gained more than anything. I'm sure for Liverpool, it feels like 2 points dropped and a chance of being top of the table dropped. But for us, it's a point gained. We didn't deserve to win. We didn't even deserve a draw. Not that we were bad, we were pretty decent. But Liverpool was just so good throughout the game. They were definitely the better of the teams. I think Declan Rice was superb. Probably a 9 out of 10 performance from Declan. Gabriel, really, really good. Saliba was solid, but I don't know, it feels like a point gain. But I would have absolutely loved the win, especially with the fact that Tottenham's won. Villa's only 1 point behind us. A win would have gone a long way. But it is what it is, a point gain. We weren't really good. We go to a tough place at Anfield and scrape a draw. I will accept that every day. We stay top of the table. I'm going to accept that. I'm happy with that. Am I absolutely ecstatic? No, but I will take a draw. We weren't really good. Liverpool probably got robbed with that penalty, but outside of that, I think Liverpool were the better team, probably deserved a win, so we're lucky to walk away with a point. But let me know in the comments, what did you guys think about the game? Who was your man of the match? Was it a penalty? Let me know in the comments below. Please be sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.